Hey team, I'm celebrating 15 years as a Nikon Ambassador, and I'm going to take you through a few of the photos that I made with my Nikons. Now, I've been a professional photographer since September 22, 1981 on a small newspaper in Western Australia called the Sunday Times. And I have to say, being a Nikon Ambassador is probably the greatest achievement that I'm ever going to have. And my career, probably like everyone else's, has not been without its ups and downs. And, you know, I struggled in the beginning to be relevant and to, you know, be good. I had an editor that used to rip my photographs up in front of me and tell me to go and do it again. I got kicked out of photography school on the first day. I nearly got fired from my first week on a film set. I did get fired from my foray into being a camera loader in the film industry. And there's some good stories, but, you know, there's a pattern there, clearly. Dark City, Charlize Theron, Aeon Flux. George Miller calls this my Michelangelo from Fury Road. Another Fury Road. That was insane, shooting that with all the flamethrowers going off and stuff. One of my favourite photographs that I've ever made, Charlize Theron in the desert in Namibia, just like letting it all loose. I've done 3 James Bond action units, and this is the DB just flying through the air. I love that shot. It was really difficult. I had Frosty pulling me out of the way, which was pretty cool, down in a doorway further down the alley. This was a remote rig, which I'm known for, actually, my remote rigs. Matt Damon in Bourne. Love working for that man. Solid human being. Here we go, right here, Scarlett Johansson on Ghost in the Shell. That's quite a rare sort of behind the scenes, having camera, boom, lead actor and the director all in the one shot. Mulan, oh my gosh, Ife, just an absolute treasure. And one of my favourite images that I've made, actually, from the battle scene. Didn't last very long either, but managed to pull off this shot. Hemsey, love the lad. He's amazing. Extraction, that's him thanking the crew on his last shot of the day on the bridge, and he gives it everything. Another James Bond from No Time to Die with another mounted camera on the crane looking straight down. I think it's like a 50mm. But that was an insane shot to pull off, actually, and I'm really proud of that. This one, oh, there's a good story. There's a good story to this, because I set this up in like 30 seconds, and I don't know, but I love that for a shot. Hemsey. This shot here, I got over 460,000 likes on my Instagram for this shot. So that's just insane. Another rig shot from Furiosa, and that is full frame. There is no cropping there whatsoever. So I'm lucky I pulled that off. I have a technique which I don't tell too many people about, but if I can do it, you can do it. And this is the shot at the same time when I'm sitting in the back of a tracking vehicle, and I'm shooting it, and I'm also firing the trigger to capture that one, as you can see. This has got to be my favourite behind the scenes shot, I think. Very rare that you get this. This is George Miller on Furiosa with Chris, Anya and Tom, 1, 2 and 3, and the director. And look at that sky, and Sean Conway and Simon Duggan just lit that up for me, like blows me away. Anya, again. Now, the camera is actually looking straight at her as she's running out, but I had a feeling this might end up being a billboard or a poster or something like that if I shot it landscape from the side, profile. It's just, it's almost perfect, and I don't normally do perfect. I usually have things that are a bit grubby and, you know, raw, real and dirty is what they call my style. But this one is really nice, I think, and it's a bit like my Mulan shot, I believe, to me anyway. This is just the behind the scenes of Anya. She's just an absolute treasure to work for, and if I could do every project that she did, I absolutely would. And this one here, this is my buddy Chili, right? Now, I'm not going to say too much about this shot, apart from I'm shooting this on a 24mm full frame, so that's how close I am to that tail rotor. I wasn't expecting him to jump out, and when it happened, I just saw this it was just going off in front of my face, and it was like slow motion. It was like I'd captured it before. Now, part of me in my brain wanted to zoom in on him jumping out, but the other part was like, no, this is a perfect, beautiful frame. Hold it there. And I've got to say, I think it's probably one of my best action shots. And the train's going 80 kilometers an hour. I'm harnessed to the top of the train. There's so much going on, and it's absolutely crazy. And the fact that we pulled this shot off is unbelievable. And because it is full frame, that's why the very top of the tail is chopped off. But I'm really proud of this image because I held my everything. I didn't panic in any way. It was just like I held my nerve and I pressed the button and pulled off this. So, you know, I'm pretty stoked about it. It's one of my favorite shots. And this is probably where my whole career began, actually, on Matrix. For many years, I could have just had the Matrix on my resume as one credit, and I would have got hired, and I probably was getting hired because of it, actually. But I did the first 3, and I was really proud to work on them. I probably didn't understand the gravity of what I was working on because I was so young, but now I certainly do. And if I do have any regrets or anything that I would tell myself, it would probably be to take it more seriously in the early days. But still, you know, for a young gun out there, I think I did some good stuff. And, you know, even now, my work is just refinement. And, you know, I got the technical side of things figured out. And I just love being on a film set, you know. It's like, it's absolutely crazy. And here's Fury Road. Same, you know, this was a crazy scene too, you know. I got to thank my buddy Jem. He's like throwing me in the back of his tracking vehicle. And it's like, come on, join us, Tiger. So I jumped in. I had limited lens and the light was going down and it was just like absolutely insane. I didn't know what I was going to get. I hadn't done a rehearsal. And I pulled this off. And I'm pretty happy about that, actually. I just never thought that I would, but, you know, there it is. And then another one of my rig shots from Extraction 2. And again, you know, I'm known sort of for my rig shots. I have a lot of fun doing them. I can set up a rig on a vehicle or on the ground 30 seconds to a minute. And, you know, the reason why I have to do it so quickly is because I have to let everyone else get their cameras set up before, and rigs and stuff like that, before I can even think about doing mine. So, you know, I have to be well prepared and well planned. So there you go. My 15 years as a Nikon Ambassador, one of the first 7. And I got to say massive thank you to Nikon Australia, the whole team. They stick with me through thick and thin. Wonderful people, a really big family, along with my fellow ambassadors. You know, we're family through the love, the laughter, and the tears. So there you go. And I'll leave you with one thing. And, well, actually, I'm going to leave you with 2 things. I have 2 little sayings that I have. One is, make the job work for you, don't work for the job. But the most important one is, success only comes from failure. So if you feel like, you know, you're not sort of cracking it, doesn't matter. You will if you persevere. You got to get that camera out every single day, and you got to shoot with it, because you're only going to get better if you shoot every day, and shoot manual. Shoot manual exposure, because shooting manual exposure every day for a month, you're going to learn more than shooting auto exposure in a year. All right. Thanks for watching.